Freaking right, yo. Hello. How's it going, Callan? I see you. I'm doing good. How are you doing? Oh, I need some water. 1 second. Hey everybody. I'm trying to fix the lighting but also not like go blind by it. It's like pointing right in my face. See if that's any better. Nope. It is. That's okay. I'll get blinded by it for a little bit. Oh yay, that's exciting. Did you post videos? I do, Patty. Yeah, I started last week. I'll probably repeat myself a couple times in this. I don't know if I'm gonna go live next week because I have a lot going on, but I do want to create like a weekly thing out of this because I think it's kind of fun to like talk to you guys face to face. Hello, Matthew. Oh, thank you. That's very nice. Yeah, I'm painting an octopus right now. I haven't painted since I went live last week. It's just, life has been insane. It's not going to slow down for another 3 weeks, probably. How's everybody doing? Oh, you're PJ. Oh, nice. I know. Yeah, it's an app thing. You can't share links on there, so that's what that's about. Gosh, I look extra tired today. I work the night shift, so if I look a little groggy, it's because, I don't know, I was up pretty early, but I took a shower. I'm still waking up, though. I'm trying to, like, get my hair to air dry instead of using heat on it as much because it was kind of starting to break. Oh, thanks, Justin. Hello, it's Zero. That's okay, Callan. Take your time. I think that that's the beauty of art, is not rushing it, you know? Sometimes social media does that to us. It like gives us this false perception that we need to rush. I even run into that too. Because I'm usually a month ahead in content, and right now it's like only 2 weeks ahead in content. So it kind of was making me anxious, and I was like, you know what, I have to go from posting 4 videos a week to 2, then I guess that's okay, you know? Hello, Shayla. Hello. The rose one is your favorite? I actually have a shit ton of paintings, you guys. Like, I thought about, this is just a wild hair idea, but I want, you know how like they have art galleries? I want to make my own, like rent a space and create an event and just invite people for like a sip, like just to like drink wine possibly, or bring their own beverage, and then people can just look at art on the wall. You would buy a couple? Yeah, it's on my website. You can check it out. I have prints available. I'm in the works of getting more prints, but it's been challenging to find a balance because I do have a full-time job. So, trying to balance like art with, you know, my paychecks and, you know, staying on top of being a good employee. It's been a little bit challenging, but we'll get some more art prints here in the near future. I do have like, I think it's 3 new art prints that I got like a month ago or so. The URL? What URL? Is there one on here? Is that what you're asking? Oh, thanks, Jesus Crust. I like your username. I like your emoji, Shayla. I know, Patty, I do a lot. I'm a bit of a workaholic, but I don't know, I can't even, like I've explained this in videos coming out. You're gonna see a couple videos where, I think maybe it's just one, where I'm like really in my feelings and like, cause that's just me, you know? And I'm like crying, and it's cause art means something to me, but I have never believed in something so much in my life. Like, I don't know what came over me, but like I believe in this. And so I'm doing whatever it takes to like spread mental health awareness and talk about art and just kind of grow a community. Me too, Shayla. The link for my website, it should be on my homepage. It's rockinbakken.com. You can see it there. Sorry, I'm trying to get comfortable. Yeah, no problem. There is one painting that I need to post on there. I forgot I didn't post it. Oopsies. That's okay though. I'll get it on there this week sometime. Aw, I appreciate you. I do have clothing too, like I have reverse tie-dye hoodies that are pretty sweet. Which reminds me, I gotta order more sweatshirts too. Lots of things in the works. I also wanna like, I don't know how new you guys are, but I did like 31 art shows in 2024, and I have like all these ideas of how I want to display stuff this summer at like art markets. I want to make it different, more like cozy, you know. Thanks, Shayla. Appreciate you. What are you guys up to on this lovely Wednesday? Thank you for the likes. I appreciate you. Appreciate you. Work, work, work. Pretty much. This is what I'm working on. And running mommy taxi. Get it? Get it, Patty? I'm shading in all of these little tentacles here. Like, these ones are shaded here, and then these ones need to be done. It's kind of tedious, but it's fun. Little octopus. I want to figure out a way to stream, or like stream on live where I can show you guys what I'm working on and then also see. Thank you. There's a lot of shading. I have a lot of hours to put into this thing. It's coming along. And then also I posted this before, but I'm not gonna post the live recordings until, you know, probably a couple weeks out, because I don't want it to confuse people with my content since I am far ahead, if that makes sense. Well, Callan, you gotta give yourself time. Maybe eventually you can get to that point, but I don't know. I always try to rush things too, and I feel like when we rush, it doesn't like... I feel like when you take it a little bit slower, you find more of a balance, because like, there's a lot of videos where I talk about my frustrations with growth and like how I feel like I should be further along, but I talk about this in future videos, but like I feel like if I had a level of success 2 years ago, I wouldn't have been able to maintain that because I wouldn't have known how to work through those hurdles and stuff, if that makes sense. Because you learn as you go, and they say God only gives you as much as you can handle, you know? So it's... He's got a point. There is success in short form content, but creating short form content, I could not talk today, is, I feel like it's a lot more, like you can burn yourself out faster, you know? 100% Patty, yes. Yeah, there are gonna be those moments where you're kicking and screaming along the journey. I get that all the time, but personally, I wouldn't change anything about the journey because I've learned a lot, you know? As uncomfortable as a lot of shit is, sometimes it's, we learn a lot. I have, anyway. You know, yeah. It feels good to paint. I haven't been able to do creative stuff in a while. A whole week, I think. It's kind of nice. I've been doing a lot of editing because I'm like super behind right now. Not super, but more behind than I'd want to admit. But we're getting there. I got a super emotional video coming out on Sunday, so buckle up for that one. That was filmed, I think that was filmed like a month ago. I am okay. It just kind of, I explain a lot in the video, like how I was feeling and where I was at. And I think sometimes we just need to work through emotions. And I think that that's what, you know, YouTube has given me, is the ability to express how I really feel, which is quite liberating, you know. Oh, you should keep drawing, Shayla. Art is healing. I love it. I love it so much. Do you sketch out your ideas first, or do you just dive in and see what happens? So, the I cannot talk today, or ever. So the craziest thing is, when my mom passed away, I stopped doing art, and I talk about that quite frequently in my videos. And when I call it the voice of God, because I don't know what you call it. It was stronger than intuition, right? And I know not everybody believes, but I started seeing, like, I heard this voice, like, it was inaudible that I needed to go to Walmart and get a paintbrush and paints. Like, I needed to go. And I was like, it was something I pushed out of my life for such a long time. And I kept ignoring it and I kept hearing it. And so I went to the store and I got the stuff. And I just kind of started going with it. I got into therapy, started healing, and I started seeing visions. It's the weirdest thing. Like, I've never seen art like I do now. Like, I can see it in my head. I couldn't before. And ever since I started painting again, I see the visions. Like, I bought this canvas back in October, and I was like, okay, well, I ran out of big canvases, and this was like the last one. It was like, either paint on a 16 by 20 or this one. I was like, oh, why not? Let's just pick the biggest one we got. So I started painting on this, and I had no effing idea what I was going to paint. And then all of a sudden one day I'm standing in the shower and I see this vision of an octopus, and there's other elements that are going in this, which is going to make it super different. But yeah, I just started seeing visions. It's weird. I can't explain it. Are we climbing to 1K yet? Oh my god, we're getting close. I think we're at 920, you guys. You know, so to be monetized, you need 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time. And I think I'm at 920 subscribers and I have 2,400 hours of watch time. I still need like 1,600 hours of watch time, but the fact that I'm close to 1K is a big deal, because I've been, if you've seen my journey, I've been working at this for 1.5 years. It's crazy. Yeah, this is octopus painting. 100% Patty. It's like the neurodivergent brain. It's like, oh. Yes. Yep. We're still working on this guy. I haven't touched it since we went live last time. Sorry, my voice is ratchet. I work nights. I'm still waking up. Oh, hell yeah, I still have coffee. Let's go. That's it. I ran out of it. That's the end. That's okay. I'll make an afternoon pot later, because I'm crazy. Oh, thank you. I feel like I look like I crawled out of a culvert. My hair is still air drying. That's very kind, though. Thank you. Like, oh, I'm a raccoon. Oh, yeah. I drank the coffee, girl. You gotta drink the coffee. I probably wouldn't survive without it. It helps me cope with life. Thanks, Diane. Hello, John. I'm doing good. How are you? I do want to talk to you guys about comments on YouTube. I am so far behind on responding. I do apologize. I've been super busy with work and stuff. I'll get to responding soon. I also have to post on Patreon again. I do have a Patreon account where I post like updates more in depth of like what's going on in my mind and like in my life, and kind of concepts like what goes behind a painting and like my thought process and stuff. And I'm trying to build a community over there. So I post like once a week. Oh, that's good. You're working on art. Get it. Go, John. I'm stuck working till 10:30 tonight. Get the ice cream. I'm like being the devil on your shoulder. I'm like, get the ice cream. You got one life. Treat yourself. If you're working a late shift, fuck it. Get the ice cream. Cold where is Am? If you're saying it's cold where you're at, it's freaking freezing here too. I hate it. It's supposed to get up to like 40 or 50 degrees this weekend though, which is nice. Oh yeah, the concert, that was like a combination of all the concerts that I've been to in the last year. I've been to a lot of shows. But I was like, it'd be kind of fun. I had this idea in my mind. I was like, it'd be kind of fun to create a video with some good moments in there. You'll be seeing that vlog. I'm actually in the process of editing that right now. So that comes out, I think, March. Hang on, let me tell you. Concert vlog, March 14th. So that'll come out the 14th of March. Almost done editing that. I was working on that today too. And then I was gonna ask, I might as well just ask you guys while you're on here, but there's some videos where I talk a lot, and I'm not sure, like, obviously I'm not gonna change that because that's who I am, but just a tidbit here, I just want to ask you guys, like, if I started a podcast sometime in the future, would you guys be interested in something like that? No one ever wants the night shift, but you know what's nice about the night shift? You can do whatever you want during the day. Yes. Oh, like concerts? Yes. And I always try to, if I could buy a shirt from everybody, like every band, I totally would, but it's expensive. Study fine art? No. Nope, I'm self-taught. And like, as far as jewelry, my mom taught me how to do a lot of stuff. Oh, thank you. No, I never studied it. I just paint, you know. Podcast, yes. Okay. Yeah, I want to start a podcast, I think, in the next year. We'll see how everything goes. There's so much shit going on because I have my full-time job, I have YouTube, I have art shows coming up this summer. It's going to be absolutely insane. So I'm kind of thinking maybe fall or winter-ish. That's kind of the goal. It's just kind of what I'm thinking. It's an idea. But eventually what I was thinking is I want to get people on the show that are like creative or small business owners and like talk about their journey and like how they got to where they're at today. Oh, Kenny Hoopla. Never heard of him. I'll have to check it out if I remember. Yes, actually it's my art business. I kind of do a little bit of everything, Patty. It's Rockin' Bakken. RockinBakken.com. I have some merch that I made. I have like reverse tie-dye hoodies and stuff, and then I have like wire wrap stones for jewelry, beaded stuff, bracelets, necklaces, earrings. I have over 500 items on my website. Canadian band, Propagandy. Oh, interesting. Yeah, little ADHD goes far ways, Patty. I'm not diagnosed, but I'm pretty sure that's what's up with me. I'm just driven. Like, I have what it looks like in my head, and like I won't stop. Like, I don't know. I've always been relentless, but this part of my life is so different because this is like, I just believe in it so much. I can't even describe it. I've never believed in something so much in my life. But I think that where that comes from is like consistency, knowing that it pays off. And I think that really hit me when I was at I had a corporate job that I quit in February of 2024, and I ended up in that position because I worked my ass off, and they pulled me into the office and I thought I was getting fired. This isn't my job now, but the job I had like a year ago, and over a year ago, because I quit over a year ago now. That's crazy to think about that, but yeah, I just worked my ass off and I thought I was getting pulled in the office to get fired, and I got promoted. I was like, oh, that's good. The Concept podcast will be inspiring. 100%. And it's really cool, like the journey I'm on. Like, I'm happy that things didn't work out the way that I wanted them to. I know it sounds nuts, like I'm working a shit ton, but just people, and it's like this place in my life is attracting more small business owners and kind of growing a community. And as an introvert, that was very hard for me. I was like, it's not that I didn't like people. I'm just, you're quiet, you're more reserved, you're observant, and it's kind of cool because some of my own friends are opening up business. Like my friend Tara, she has a coffee truck. It's called Joe's Coffee. She's got an incredible story, and I'd love to interview people like her. %, Patty. Yeah, I've struggled with depression since I could walk. I've just been a very sad person in my life, and my mom took her own life. I talk about that a lot because that was like a hard part of my life, and I feel like my 20s were kind of robbed from me in a way. So like 30s is like kind of nice, but I used to rot in bed, when I was in my 20s, and I started creating these healthy habits, and I don't care how sad I am, I get up and I do something, whether it's the bare minimum, like when you're depressed, like brushing your hair or your teeth is hard, Yeah, 100%, John. Depression sucks, and I think that that's why I'm trying so hard at this. Like, not only is it good for my brain and it means something to me, I want something for people to look at, and I also, like, when I get to a certain place where I'm making a decent profit off my art, I want to funnel a percentage into an account, and I want to send people. I get emotional talking about this. I don't know, like, it means something to me where I want to send people to treatment who are having a hard time with their life, because there was a place in my life where I couldn't afford to go to treatment because my mental health was so bad, So I think that that's one of the biggest reasons for all of this, is to help other people, It's not just for me. Like, obviously, creating helps my brain, but I think that the things that help you can, help other people, if that makes any sense. Oh God, I'm so sorry, Patty. Oh, I'm not triggered. That's okay. You're not triggering anything. I lost my mom when I was 18, so it was like 12 years ago. What would have helped you? So I think the hardest part when my mom died was everybody was so lost in their own grief that I felt extremely alone. Everybody was dealing with their own grief, and there was a stage where I wasn't talking to my dad, and we were on the outs, and it was just fucking hard. Like, I think the people who really pulled me through those dark moments were workplaces I was at, jobs that I hated, but The older women that were like mom figures to me that just listened. I think the best thing that you can do for anybody when they're sad is to listen. So just letting them know that you're there and you're a safe space. And I think the most annoying thing is when somebody dies is someone telling them that, like, oh, well, they're in a better place now. Like, that doesn't help. You know, when people say that, it makes you kind of feel, because you're already dealing with guilt and remorse, like regret. You know, you go through the stages of grief, right? And I think that's the hardest part when someone dies, is the cliche things that people say, and they're trying to help, but it doesn't, you know, because they don't know what to say. Some people are really weird with feelings. But yes, I think the best thing that you can do for those kids is to just be like, hey, I'm here. If you need someone to talk to, if you need to cry and just let it out, this is a safe space. Let me know what you need. Yeah, Callan, I totally understand. That's why I escaped corporate America. I was like, I can't do it. Follow your heart, follow your passion with art. I think that corporate America is not a bad thing. I just think that it's not for everybody, and that's okay. Like, not all of us need to live that same life or that American dream. I think especially creatives, we're very expressive, and if we're working 40 hours a week or we're working overtime at a job, it sucks the life out of us because we're like, well, we're left with crumbs at the end of the day. Like, you don't have time to create. It's very hard. 100%, John. I hope they would reach out. Oh, the kids. Yeah, they're so young. Are you close with them? Yeah, grief is weird. And it's strange because it kind of follows you for the rest of your life. In ways, you know. No one really tells us how to handle that kind of stuff, you know? That was the hardest part for me, was trying to pick up the pieces, but I did, you know? What would you like to talk about the live stream? I don't care. Just kind of come to chill, you know? Whatever you guys want. I don't care. The plants, they're surviving. I almost killed one of them. I'm such a bad plant mom. Okay, so I had to make a day to water my plants. I was like, all right, I need to pick a day where I'm going to remember. Thirsty Thursday is the day that I water my plants. Oh, thank you, Patty. I couldn't have done any of it without God. I'm scared to enter the office every morning. I get up and walk as slow as possible. Aww. Keep creating on YouTube. Keep on with the art. That's a shitty place to be. I've been there. Oh yeah, I can grow vegetables. I just can't take care of freaking cactuses or succulents. I killed my vine plants too. You know why? This is so bad. I got so busy I forgot them in my entryway and they froze to death. It's so bad. It's not funny. Oh my god, isn't it crazy what you dig up in therapy? I know. Or our toxic, everybody's kind of got toxic tendencies. Like, I take things very personal, and I had this conversation with my boss yesterday. And I try really hard not to be like that. I'm trying to, like, learn how to let things roll off my shoulders. Because if someone comes at me, I'm like, I'm prepared. Let's go. We ride it down, bitches. I'm cute and sweet, but I'm feisty. Poor plants, rest. May they rest in pieces, Patty. They said, watch running videos. Ever thought of traveling vids from all over? Yeah. Yeah, that's kind of my goal. With a lot of this, like, I want to make enough money to where I pay off my house, and then I'm going to buy a stinky little van, and I want to freaking drive places. I'm going to Utah, I think, in May. I still have to figure out which week because I got to enter, like, the lottery for Angel's Landing. I want to make sure I see all the cool stuff while I'm there. But, yeah, I do want to do more travel vlogs. That is definitely my plan. It's just like, when I quit corporate America, I didn't have any money to travel. So, like, I couldn't really do anything. Like, I had freedom, but I couldn't go anywhere. I was stuck here. Freedom in a sense where, like, I worked all the time, but I got to pick when, you know? People are like, oh, it must be so nice to be self-employed. It's like, you work all the time. You just pick when you work. And if you're anything like me, you overdo it at times, and then you get emotional. You mentioned last when you're giving people compliments, it's hard to accept them, and that's one thing I've learned. Yeah, I think where that comes in is if you don't believe the compliment yourself, like at work, I have people jump on the live stream and they're like, I jump on because you're so calming. Like, I'm like their emotional support creator, and like I hear it all the time, and I don't think of myself like that. So it's hard to come to accept the things that are good about yourself. It's strange, you know? Thanks for hanging, Patty. You need a place to refuel the van? Yeah, a gas station, John. On the roads? Yeah. Gas stations work. You apply a single color, there are multiple colors. Example, light yellow and dark yellow. No, I blend all my paints. I use the cheap Walmart paints because that's what I like. Not because I'm a tightwad, but because I like how fast it dries, and I like how it's not so thick. Like, I don't like really thick paint, and it's like the perfect consistency for me. Touche, John, touche. Last night you mentioned that maybe a plot twist and I'm actually... Are you really? Apparel and Blondes. I got you. I got you. You're undercover. Undercover. Yeah, I want to start sculpting again. My mom, I'll have to show you guys. Maybe in my next live, I'll show you guys some of my mom's art. I can make a video about it too. But damn, could that woman sculpt. I have an example here. This isn't one of her greatest ones, but she used to sculpt little monkeys. And she'd put fake hair on them. Here's one of them. It's so cute. It's a little ornament for the tree. My mom was actually an artist. She was very good. I'll show you some of her more like realistic things. Oh, doesn't want to sit. Undercover. Yeah, you're good to chat with everybody. Heck yeah, this is a safe space. It's chillin' time. Which freaking one did I paint? There we go. Yeah, as far as next week's live goes, I'm not sure if I'm gonna have one next week because I have a lot going on, but I'll keep you guys updated on my YouTube channel here. If anything else, I'll go live the following week. No, I haven't, John, no. No, I've been extremely busy. It's super cute, right? There's a mountain near too. Oh my god, cute! Over in India? I love that, Callan. Aww. I hope you feel better, Diane. Have a great nap. Yeah, I haven't really had much time to do anything. I apologize. I have it still written down. I just haven't got to it yet. I still need to go grocery shopping. I haven't done that either. I'm running low on food. We'll get there one day at a time, right? I'll probably do that tomorrow. Hello, Donnie. How's it going? Oh, you just made it to work? Oh. How much snow did you get? Do you know? Oh, you're not distracting me. No, it's hard to stay on task sometimes. like grocery shopping, for example. I like to go early in the morning where there's not many people. It's very nice. So, probably tomorrow. You know, John, you got a point there. I used to chase wealth, and it doesn't bring you happiness like they say, you know. It's, I think it was a big wake-up call when I did quit my corporate job back in February of last year. Because I had to live as an extreme minimalist, like spend hardly any money. And it taught me a lot that I was a lot happier making not even a third of what I did at my other job, creating art. That was the hugest wake-up call for me. 1 to 3 inches. Oh, that sounds icky. 100%. Personal skills are important. I totally agree with you. I've learned a lot in the last year. All monkeys grow so fast. First 3 monkeys came when we fed. There's 10 monkeys? I love that. What kind of monkeys are they? Are they like capuchins or spider monkeys? Lemurs? Probably capuchins or spider monkeys, right? A time traveler who thought... Yeah. Handmade stuff does have the real value. I totally agree. 100%. Yeah. I'm spread thin a lot of times, but I feel like I've always struggled with balance. I'm trying. I struggle with balance. I do want to go get my nails done though. I want to treat myself and get a gel manicure because they look ratchet. So I think I'm going to do that probably not next week, the week after. I've reached levels I never think professionally. Got a house, then wonder sometimes why I can be so down. Doesn't mean happiness at all. No, you don't really get to pick when you're depressed, you know? I think that's one thing people don't understand that don't struggle with it. They're like, oh, just be happy. Well, that sounds great, Susan, but my brain's telling me otherwise. You know? No normal, regular monkeys? Oh. They sound really cute though, Callan. You got 10 monkeys you feed, how cute! Yeah, balance is tough, especially with a neurodivergent brain. You know, like sitting there, I'll sit down on the couch, and I instantly get up, I'm like, oh, I could be doing this, I could be doing that. Or I sit down and I forget something, then I end up getting distracted and end up doing a task, and I'm like, oh, I was anticipating on resting right now. I think that unhappiness, too, is a signal that we need more things to look forward to, you know? I think that's why I like traveling so much. Kind of gives you something to get excited for. Because otherwise you're just working and going home and it's kind of the same thing. Like, traveling helps you break it up a little bit more. %, John. An unpainted canvas. You need to give them a few days notice when you're sad? What the hell? I tell them to get bent. God. I wouldn't have taken that well. God, some people. It's kind of a slap in the face. Yeah, it's kind of cool when like you're working on a part of a painting for a while and then, you know, you hyper focus for a few hours, sometimes 10, and then you take a step back and you're like, dang, that's kind of cool. It's rewarding. I think that that's the word I'm trying to look for. I didn't even have a doctor's note saying that I can leave work in those times. Went to leave one day and told I couldn't. Yeah, like, what are they, your parent telling you can't not be, like, I know? I don't know. I've never missed work due to being sad, but I can totally see how you would, you know? I would just cry on my way home from work in the car. That was 25-year-old me. Not a fun place. Social media made me think about my life. The way I see social media is so positive because so much talented people, like, aw, like you expressing and showing their skills, how it's inspiring to me to not be a loser. I don't think you're a loser. I think you're just finding your way. It is a blessing in a lot of ways. I totally agree with you, Callan. Oh, 100%. Yeah, I agree with you, John. The pulling back to view the perspective, sometimes you do need to take a step away. Enjoy the view. Sort of like you did with the 9 to 5. Oh, like pull back for a while, you mean? Oh, there's 7 of you in here. Hello. I can't talk today. I was kind of thinking I might take a nap before work. Nap sounds real nice. We'll see. Yeah. I totally agree. I'm sorry you're going through a hard time. It'll lift. I think the best thing you can do is just give yourself some compassion and some self-love. Get the ice cream after work. So I do. I'll see me in a lot of my vlogs. I'll just sit in the car and eat like a peanut cluster, because that's like what me and my mom used to do, and I just sit in the moment and enjoy it. John? Oh. I'm probably paying more in taxes. Yeah, I don't rely on like all of that stuff or fear it, because I feel like I have like a spot there on my forehead. I don't really rely on that, because I know no matter what it's gonna work out. So I don't rely on things like that, because I know I can create my own money, you know? Actual artwork and the skills, yeah. I'm going to explore the option. Oh my god, totally! Sorry, I forgot about the pug part. I bet it's so cute. My friend Brandy has pugs. She has 2. She actually has a YouTube channel, you guys. She's from Canada. I've never met her in person, but we've been talking to each other for probably well over a year now. She does like pet grief and animal loss, and she does house sitting and vlogs it. She's really cool. You should check out her page. She's called Grumble Farm. Her and her man Jesse. You should check her out. She's got pugs. Ivy and Fern, I think. You should totally bring your dog everywhere. Yeah, 100%, John, yeah. Which one was I working on? Hello, Angel. How are you doing? I think. Going to be snorting all over. That's cute. 100%. Is it a puppy? Meatloaf. Oh my god, cute. You could call him Meatball. Ma, the meatloaf! The meatloaf, Ma! My brother's cat's name is Milo, and I call him Meatloaf. I'm like, Meatloaf! I spent on my painting? About an hour. Want to see it? This is what we're working on. I think I was on... Is it this guy? Yeah, it's still wet. I couldn't see which one it was. So we're just... Can you see that? Oops. We screwed up. Yeah, I want to make it where I can, like, show you guys what I'm working on and also, like, see my screen. Down the road. One day at a time. We're just shading these guys in. It's gonna take a while. I remember the last painting I did, I was shading in vines. Oh my god, I spent 8 hours shading vines, and by the time I was done, I was ready to punch a hole through the canvas. I was like, I can't do this anymore. I can't do it! Strawberry wine on the radio. Yeah. I like doing that. I like singing. I actually want to start recording music. I want to write my own stuff. I've been learning how to scream. So that's the goal. Start a band. Or just drop an EP. What the heck, why not? Meatball was the other option. I like meatloaf. I am gonna do background above him. I'll show you guys when I decide. I already know what I'm gonna do, but I don't know how I'm gonna do it. But I'm gonna do it. I have this idea. How I found my talent. Since for 10 years my mom and friends tried to help me and ask me on what to do for years. Sorry, my tripod's in the way. I had no answer, and I'm a huge fan of JC, so I found he's a Charlie Chaplin fan. Jackie Chan mixed his skills with his stunt. I searched for my talent and what I loved. I loved art and fictional characters, so I started drawing characters. I love that for you, Callan. Oh, Donnie, yeah. Sometimes I want to light it on fire, get a blowtorch, you know, just burn the whole thing down. Those are the intrusive thoughts. I don't let them win. Oopsies. We have similar taste in music. Oh! Yes, the band is in the works. I've got some ideas. Crazy pop culture is so insane. Everyone has lost the mind. I think that's why I like metal music so much. They're kind of like, metal's making a comeback, y'all. You should have seen the mosh pit. It was fucking crazy. It's absolutely crazy. That was the craziest mosh pit I've ever been in, and I've been going to concerts since I was 10. It was crazy. It was like this stuff that I saw on videos back in the 90s. It was insane. It was a vibe. I think a mosh pit that came close to that one was Bullet for My Valentine, when I saw them back in 2019. I always wanted, there's videos online on how to scream. There's a way that you do it. It's kind of like when you do voices, like character voices. Hope one day I create my own fictional character and it becomes, you can do anything you want. You know, one thing I came to the conclusion of is like, in the pit of my struggles, all the answers are within us. Like, we have the answers. You just need to reach for them. But I think I'm going to end it here. I think I'm going to eat some lunch. It's 1 o'clock here. Eat some lunch and maybe chillax for a little bit. Maybe paint a little bit more. I appreciate you guys hanging with me and chilling. Yeah, Kellen, you got this. Alright, my friends. I think I'm going to pop off here. Maybe take a nap too. I'm really tired today. So, thanks for hanging with me and talking. Thanks, Donnie. Thanks for hanging. Travel well. I will. Bon voyage. I might not be on next week. I'll keep you guys posted on my YouTube channel here. I'm pretty busy next week, so see you later. Keep the secret. Yeah. You're definitely undercover on there. Oh, thank you, Kellen. You're so sweet. Alright, my friends. I'm going to pop off of here and eat some food. Maybe take a nap. So, I'll chat with you guys later. I need to go here. Alright, bye!